Shivananda Vani for seekers of God. So, who is the writer? Swami Shivanand or Mahapurush Maharaj, who was a direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. So, let's see what we are going to read today. Firstly, we are going to talk about the Janmashtami day. Again, some celebrations and the Master's spiritual ecstasy. These two things we are going to talk about. So again, the place is Belur Monastery and time is Sunday, August 17th, 1930. It was Janmashtami day, the birthday of Sri Ramakrishna. Since dawn, Mahapurushji had been reciting at short intervals the many names of Sri Krishna. Often he repeated in a sweet voice, Govinda, Govinda. He would also chant hymns to Sri Krishna and sometimes he would sing his many names. Gradually, the sadhus and brahmacharis of the mutt came to see and salute the Swami. Some of them remained standing in the room after saluting him. The conversation turned upon various topics. Later, addressing Omkarananda, Mahapurushji said, Today is a great day. Thousands of years ago on this day, the Lord, God, came down to this earth as Shri Krishna for the good of the world. Even today, millions of men and women draw inspiration and peace from his name. Devotees of the Lord are filled with spiritual fervor and joy on such a special day. We have seen how the Master would have an excess of samadhi. Sri Ramakrishna is talking about on a day like this. In spite of his efforts, he would not be able to control his spiritual fervor. The natural trend of his mind was high, and by sheer force, he would bring his mind down to this earthly plane. So, he had to bring down his mind by force, and we do it by design. We all the time, we don't have to even think about it. It is always downwards. But his natural trend of his mind was high. By sheer force, he would try and bring it down to this earthly plane. For the good of the world, the mother would keep his mind on a lower level. Ah, what a sight it was! He would be so besides himself with spiritual emotion that he could hardly speak. How great was his love for God! Tears would roll down his cheeks in streams. We never saw anyone shedding such tears of love and devotion. His tears were of love and devotion. In the Gospels of Sri Ramakrishna, here and there, we find brief descriptions of that love. Can it be described in any way? Only he who has been and has seen it understands it. So, whoever was close to him and would understand it. Otherwise, such kind of spiritual fervor is not possible to understand just like that. Spiritual emotion, samadhi, and experiences of that kind were daily events with him. Master Mahashay, that is, the person who had written the Gospels, he was a master. He used to teach in a school, and he would come on Sundays and write the Gospels. Whatever Sri Ramakrishna would say, he would put it down in his mind and go back home and put down in notes. So here he's talking about Master Mahashay. Master Mahashay could not be present every day. He would visit the master at Dakshineshwar or elsewhere on Saturday, Sunday, or some such holiday. And he tried to keep a record of whatever happened in his presence. So the record that we get is what happened in his presence. And imagine what more must have happened when he was not present, especially with his direct disciples, what he had given them. What he had given to Swamiji, we do not know, but we can only pray that he blesses us and he also gives us that same divine bliss. तो ये भगवान का नाम आज के दिन, स्पेशली आज जब रामलला का प्रतिष्ठा दिवस है, हम सब उनका नाम करें, गुणगान करें और उसी के साथ भगवान के करीब जाने की कोशिश करें. That is what will be always our prayer. So stay with the Lord's name, take his name as much as possible, and try to go as close to him as possible for us. Hope you enjoyed this small little episode of Shivananda Vani today. For more videos like this, stay tuned to Devakshar. Do subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos. Thank you so much for being with us. Namaskar.